So I want to say one other thing, because Nigel mentioned it, but I just cannot emphasize this enough. You're probably going to have questions about, is it 234 billion? Is it 200 billion? Is it 400 billion? I want to make this point. The government chooses to hide data about the visa status and nationality of people using the NHS. So we don't know what that cost item is. It chooses to hide the same for state pension recipients. It chooses to hide the same for PIP, disability recipients. And it chooses to hide the same for social care. These are enormous cost items. Ask yourselves why they hide those numbers. The true scale of this fiscal disaster that is looming on this country, if we do not get a reformed government and if Nigel's not the Prime Minister, in reality is much, much higher than that £234 billion a year. And that's before we talk about the robbing of British people of their culture, the robbing of our young people of opportunity. You know, Boris Johnson was in the last week wrote an op-ed lambasting our younger generation for being wet, for being wimps. Now, look, there are many challenges that ail our young generation, and of course they're not perfect. But no older generation in this country had to compete with so much cheap, unskilled foreign labour coming into this country. So I personally thought Boris Johnson having the gall to write such a thing was a bit rich.